Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have the PF Makes GT2 belt tension meter that we have everything printed that we need for it. We are going to assemble it. We are going to be following the GitHub, which is here. They have all the instructions. Let's see. Here. So we will go ahead and start this. We already cleaned out all of the printed parts. Slab between the base is loose enough. Definitely loose enough. It matches. Okay. Your side is too tight. You can adjust the base by shading the dovetail. We don't need to do any of that. Use a cotton swab. Use a cotton swab to apply a light layer of grease to the spring channel in the shaded area below. Okay. Go ahead and get everything out of here. I like that they include a sucker. That's always a bonus. It's like an after celebratory sucker after you're done putting this thing together. So let's see what we have here. Two little screws. One little bit bigger screw. We got that one. Long screw. A cotton swab. Spring. Some lube and the piano wire. And off to the side. So use the cotton swab to apply a light layer of grease to the spring channel in the shaded area below. Do not lubricate the meter base. So pull this out. Open this up. Just put a little in there. As you can see, I'm just, per the instructions, I'm putting grease, lining this. Just to get a nice grease layer on there. We'll do just a little bit more. So we get the sides real good. It says we don't want to get it on here or else it'll stick. So that's why when we check it at the beginning, you make sure that it goes free. So it just wants it right in here. Let's see, insert the spring spacer. So here's the spring spacer. And the spring. Go ahead and put the block. Since these go, this. And when you're putting it in, these screws are going to end up inlaying in here, so you want the inlay on the top. Okay, so put the assembly on the side, carefully insert the slide into the base as shown below. So got that. That's good. Slide with the front of the base. Spring box aligned with the corresponding holes. Use the self-tapping M2 screws. Okay, let's see what kind of bit we're going to need for this. So that is a, I know that they frown upon using the T bits, but that would be a T6 if you were going to use the T bits, or if you're going to use an Allen wrench, which I'm going to, because I have it here. That is 1.5 millimeter. Yep, 1.5 millimeter. So lines up. Started real quick. So once you put those 2 screws in, then it holds it in place. It can't go anywhere. Then you can feel the spring is going. So let's see what it wants us to do now. Check that its slide is moving smoothly and without binding. Yep, moves very smooth without binding. Our slide plunger to check that the slide is okay. Starting with the number 2 needle. Use trial and error to determine the needle with the best fit when aligned to the holes. Bring the hole fit. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we have all of our needles here printed, and they say to start with the number 2. So here is the number 2. Okay, and then it says ream this hole with this drill bit, which you really don't even need a drill because it's really close. I think it's just to make sure that it's the right size there. And we'll go ahead and take a little piece of sandpaper. I'm using a Dremel tool, sandpaper, sanding wheel. I just folded it in half, it'll do the same thing. Just to clean the teeth up a little bit. Okay. So we ream the hole, check the fit using the screw. We'll take glue in its own weight. From the top angle, place the washer below it, smooth side up. Where stamping should face down for the best results. Good, with the washer. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that we're supposed to, the reason that this is cut on an angle is you take a little bit of grease and you put it in these teeth. So we'll go ahead and get these teeth all lubed up, ready to go. So it's all free flowing here. Should we go? We'll put just a little bit more for good luck. All right. So I'm gonna put this washer smooth side down. That goes like that. And we're going to use this screw here. And the hole goes that single hole goes up. Yep, that single hole goes up. So we'll put this, you know what, we'll put a little bit of lube here on top of this. And we'll put a little bit on the bottom. So when it's gliding along the washer, it doesn't bind up or anything. We'll just put a little bit like that. Okay. So now we have a different Allen that we're using here. So we'll grab, let's see, that's the one. Okay. Now we'll install this. And it actually matches right up on the 0. So we're going to tighten this down until it locks. And it's definitely not locked yet. So let's see. Tighten it a little bit more. Okay, now it's starting to bind up, so we're going to loosen it. There we go. And that's moving really nice. So we'll loosen it just a little bit more. And when we let go, it lands right on 0. Okay. Let's see what else it says here. Tighten the screw until it's snug, then back off in small increments until the needle moves freely. Depress the slide's plunger several times to ensure the needle moves freely. Check the needle's backlash by gently wiggling with your finger. So we'll go ahead and we'll just kind of lock it in with our hand here and see. Yep, so we have about half a tick of movement, which it says about half a tick on the dial. Swapping to the next size and repeat this test. You want a needle size that gives you the least amount of backlash while still allowing smooth motion of the slide. Okay, so it's kind of funny that it tells you to put the grease on now, but you already put the screw and everything on, so let's see. Apply the grease, again, tighten the screws, snug it back. Okay, slowly cycle several times, needle in motion. And it definitely has free motion, so we'll just sit here for a minute and just get all the inner workings working. And okay. Finally install M325. So we'll put this in here. Screw this in. And that's a bigger Allen. So we gotta move up the scale. So These two little screws were a 1.5 Allen. The needle screw was a 2.0 Allen. And let's find out what the back one is. I think it's going to be 2.5. I'm going 2.5. 2.5 is the winner. So 1.5, 2, 2.5. So we're going to install this. It says flush. So that looks pretty flush to me. Cut music wire to 100 millimeters. It looks like it's already good. Should already be ready to go as a part of the kit. And then deburr the end with such file. Do not use the good side of the cutters for music wire. Glue it into the hole. That's the only thing I'm not going to do right now, is I'm not going to be gluing it into the hole. So that's no big deal. I can glue it later. I'll just be putting super glue in there, really. So let's put this in here. Yeah, it's kind of weird they say to put super glue, because it's really tight in there. I don't even need to put super glue. Yeah, it's plenty tight in there. I don't need to put super glue. That's not coming out of there. So now the illustration: depress the plunger, place the calibration wire into the jaws. Okay, so we put it so it's flush all the way around, matches the picture there. And let's see, slowly release the plunger, make note of the reading on the dial. So I'm consistently getting 2.3. Tighten the preload screw, one turn, then depress. And just a little bit. Turn. Okay, didn't get any better. See, we'll do it again. That time I did it just a little bit more, gave it a little bit more convincing. Now I'm getting 2.1. Between 2.1 and 2.2. Now it's a little bit. Yeah, right at 2.1. So now I just gave it a nice. After that, to get it all loosened up, we'll put this back in here. After a few pulls, right past 2, got a little better, so let's give it another turn. Take it out, get all this back in here. Now it's right at 2. Now it's stopping right at 2. Go a little bit more to get that 1.9. It's not by much, but it's looking like it's 1.9 is what we're trying to hit here. So we'll go ahead and take that out. Put this back in here. now we're consistently getting 1.9. Yeah, when it's flat like this, I consistently get 1.9. When I start moving it sideways and stuff, it goes kind of astray. But when it's flat, it goes 1.9. So let's see here. Needed 2.1 for standard rubber. 2.2 EDPM. Okay, so the next thing it says is it just says that you would just put this like this and all that in one system. Stays when the printer should be cold for the test. Then it just gives you guidelines for doing it and how to use it. So I just wanted to do the video on that. That kind of shows you exactly how to put this together using the GitHub from PF Makes. I know that there's a few other folks out there that have done the build of it, such as Lee Marie 3D. I love watching them. I think they're real funny together. So yeah, go ahead, check this out. If you don't want to build it yourself, West 3D does sell the full entire built tensioner, or you can buy the kit as I did. So thank you. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. We're going to be using this mainly on the Venture XL when that comes in a couple weeks. Really look forward to that. There's going to be a bunch more videos of that. I also did a unboxing of the Rapido 2F ultra high flow and a few other videos that are going to be coming out for that. So stay tuned and have a wonderful day.